uguale. Grazie, Graziella, grazie o cazzo fate. Ciao caro. L'ho fatta io. Sarà caduto. Che palle che devo giocare con la CPU quanto mi rompe la minchia.
Hey everybody, it's the coach and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October.
Comunque capisco di giocare a Madden pure io metto a fare il round.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
attack here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the offense for Detroit.
Amir Abdullah has the ability to power the Detroit running game. Strong and compact. He's quick to and through holes and has the speed to go a long way once he hits the secondary. And in addition, can catch the ball well out of the backfield.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been
Still
a little
first down.
discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
The 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. Defensively, here are the starters for New England. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy, or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Proprio sto arrivando a finale degli
formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Oh, che coglione.
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now, check. Patriot! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Sapevo cuccerà ormai. Dico, chissà che c'è.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Bravo.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Adesso della CPU mi deve fare la free flick, figlio di me.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Abdullah. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. The numbers for Abdullah on the ground last week. 15 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Ma e non intercetta. Sì.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Che grande nobile. Con la manina ci arriva.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them.
Come la loro paga
a whole lot better running off the field.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
Sì, sono troppo bravi. Da vedere sono troppo belli.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 74 yards,
and
a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got
ma io quando le squadre si fanno buone in Italia sono contento.
in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game.
Però sti cazzi, non fa. Io prenderei pure il Waterboy della squadra che vince il Super Bowl.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's
Sì,
first
sì,
and
compa
10
cagherà in
at the
testa a qua
43.
che
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. A look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Lions. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. It's a 3-point game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
No, minchia, vai
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards. And now it's second down.
Scassando il culo.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give it to him up the middle.
Che mi scappa il pad, puttana.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's over the
Entro,
line into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
And you just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Shoves him aside.
Che cazzo grande Marcello.
Up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Watson.
Mario.
Middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation, there's been a nice
Che scomodità lasci più che parte praticamente
You and I
allo
often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson from the gun.
No, è intercetto.
This is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. First down, Watson. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Watson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Down. Back 22. Back.
Watson operating from the
Guardate come è
gun.
caduto il panzone di
Looking
merda.
left sideline, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Down. Green the line.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. From
Oh,
outside, taken in by Galladay.
buono, era
And they'll
passato
work it
così.
inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
No?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Watson looks to throw again. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh,
Toward the center of
man.
the field, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back over.
No, gliel'ha tirata nelle mani.
Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Green the line! Green the line!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Dances by him. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3-19. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw.
No, la minchiata, c'è proprio, l'ho sbagliato tanto. Maria, che coglione, intercetto sulle 20, proprio due giocatori lì. Che coglione.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson.
No, ma vedi, vabbè, perché è proprio la CPU che dovevi deve riuscire tu. Signore,
As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point safely through, and the lead is now 17-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get
la lampana perché mi sta giocando così a
take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hey. Four down. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Automatic first down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen.
Why, Eugenia,
Breaks
why?
the tackle. He's got room to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw again. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw.
Minchia, mi ha chiesto la palla, è bravo, non l'hai chiesto.
And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score. And the Patriots are back within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point up and through. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They go play action here on first down. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, Watson.
Vedi che cazzo di giocata che mi andò a fare, si più di merda.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz it, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
No, ma vedi che cazzo di giocato.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As crazy as it seems, this is something you should expect. Long passes downfield that get tipped in the air.
Yeah, this is what keeps the DBs up at night, though, these types of plays.
Drives them crazy because you actually practice it. It's called the tip drill. You're supposed to tip it up, and if it is up in the air, go get it. Instead, the offensive guy pulled it down.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
No.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here.
Maria che mi ha preso lo vecchio. Maria che mi ha preso lo vecchio.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Minchia che palle, seconda e 13, vaffanculo, solo questo mi ha rotto la
Loss
minchia.
of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Ma che palla di merda!
Is incomplete.
Cabbo sei appena entrato in campo.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than
Che
ready
rotto
for
per
it.
te.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Se sei guardia. E anche questo è vero. Questo.
New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. Blue 90, blue 90.
They'll set up a throw.
Mario che fu bello.
Open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Sono morti due.
319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Minchia, mentre con me Carletto e Danilo. Come si chiama? Un gorilla che è tipo fortissimo. Non riuscivi proprio. Ho ucciso pure, considera Carletto e Danilo. Io sto in vita aspettando loro che tornava di notte, girando e saltellando con una torcia. Imbarazzante. 2 pantere erano, penso queste 2 che hai detto poco fa.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Che cazzo, ma proprio Eugenio non lo vuole fare il touchdown.
After a pickup of about 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned
Vabbè, è più
around and handed
simpatico
off on the
giocare
last
così,
play.
che ti devo
For the
dire.
big boys to get him in the end zone, couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see.
Così è più simpatico,
Offensive
vero?
lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here we go now. 319, 319.
He'll get it up the middle.
Sì, vai Eugenio.
Touchdown.
Comunque mi sono preso una secchetta al tuo lato, quindi tu non parlare. E ora ho segnato dal lato di Gabriele. Truppa, tutti gli animali sono in squadra da me. Cabbo a destra, sì.
And that's going to be the tougher for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good.
Cosa?
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a
Un po' di...
touchdown.
Mi pigliavo una sec, tra l'altro, quindi suca. Comunque lo sai, il QB ha sempre ragione. Nel nostro caso il QB è pure campana, minchia che mangia. E me l'hai chiesto tu.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Vabbè, ma campana per flag è un'altra cosa. No, il ritorno. Ma magari ti sente, sto trasmettendo, non lo so se che opzione ho messo per...
And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they begin the drive with a duel.
No.
Some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Comunque le riprese, i replay con i nostri nomi scritti è una figata.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No,
A little too much oomph.
No,
too
that's
much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that. Went sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Hanno perimetri di merda.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now.
Minchia grande Tabusson.
He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those
È arrivata
guys.
la creatina.
The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap.
Io ci ho giocato al college.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Ti prego. Maria che mi ha fatto. Maria, chi è questo qua? X Factor. Cioè io non...
Big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
Ah, in realtà non è così. Puoi giocare anche da rookie. Ah, puoi giocare massimo 4 anni o 5, esatto. Ma non è detto. Non è detto.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
No, non è detto.
Let's go. 3-19.
È che sono ragazzini, tipo che hanno 18 anni.
Here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Ma è un altro discorso, college. Li pigliano al liceo, hanno 16-17 anni.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
No! No! No!
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Minchia, l'avevo visto solissimo.
Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the interception, here's Watson.
No, vabbè, però pure così, minchia.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Nervoso sta
A nice pickup
partita.
of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's Watson.
No, è touchdown. Cazzo, che coglione.
As his guys are in for 6.
C'era un cover 2, guarda come andò a fare il touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position.
Certo.
You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Sì. Ma minchia, perdevo 17-3, ho pareggiato. Sì, più facile la minchia.
Now the try here for the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision
Dipende
to
se
just
il
kick the
signore
extra
ce l'ha
point
con te
lines up
oppure no.
successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Minchia. No, che poi lo sto fottendo praticamente solo con uno schema. Affanculo, minchia, Jordi, gioco che minchia me ne foto. Fottendo nel senso paradossale del termine. Lo so che ho detto una minchia, non c'è bisogno che lo evidenzi. Sto perdendo, sono nervoso. No, esatto. Infatti lo sto fottendo per modo di dire. 21 su 35 mi sta facendo
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's
No,
got
si è rotto uno scarto.
before he's hit and dropped. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Speriamo niente di serio. Amoni, dai. No, minchia, tiro il casco per terra. Male, si è fatto consumato. Amoni, dai.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Minchia, ma se lui mi gioca sempre così, non è che minchia me ne fotte.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
No, il fumble me lo recupera lui. Vabbè, niente. Sì. Il fumble era mio
So
però.
the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it?
Non
Because
fa. Ora, guarda che mi ha segnato solo perché ho avuto intercetti e fumble nelle mie 20. Ora era già 7 sopra, quindi 4 minuti alla fine ho perso.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Certo.
They've got to
Potrei
be saying,
intercettare o
"Boy,
fare un
thanks for this
fumble
field
io.
position."
Yeah, remember their last drive in which
certo.
they scored a touchdown.
Io non l'ho fatto un fumble all'inizio. L'ha recuperato lui.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been
Ah,
that
si è
way
rotto,
all
minchia,
afternoon.
si rompe il specchiarello e entra la porta. Non lo so, non ho letto.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The
in
crowd
realtà.
getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Black 22.
Watson now to throw.
Maria, intercetto di Nobile, Maria, no, di Ropa, Ropa, l'unica cosa che mi poteva dare una sciappa. Grazie Ivan, grazie.
18-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All
No,
you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just
sono
fine.
proprio una
I guess
cover
it's time
3
now to lean on their
sgamatissima, ma
leadership.
non ce ne fottiamo.
He'll look to throw.
No, non ci credo, proprio il signore, quello solo, gliel'ha tirata nelle mani alla safety. Proprio, ma proprio, sì, 4 intercetti, no? Gli ultimi 2 terribili. Ma questo non c'entrava niente. Beh,
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
sì, tanto li mettiamo sopra.
Down. Black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts?
Tanto mi rompe perdere una partita che merito di vincere senza
Here's the
dubbio.
time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts
4,
in order to
5.
get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
No, vabbè, minchia. Sì, no, vabbè, perché tipo, vabbè, minchia. Cioè, cazzo, trova sempre un uomo totalmente solo. Minchia, sempre. Cioè, in 2 secondi, proprio, vabbè. No, devo bestemmiare, lo so che devo bestemmiare.
Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down.
Maria si mangia un intercetto nobile. Maria.
The offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back.
No, mi ha rotto 5 placcaggi, ma vabbè.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
No, qua mi ha rotto i placcaggi, nel senso 1, 2...
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A drive there of just 4 plays. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Back now on EA Sports. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Touchdown. Non serve un cazzo. Sì, manca 1 minuto e 20. Ancora non sai. Mi trasformo da 8.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better
31, 31 a 24 se faccio la conversione.
On one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point attempt to come here. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie.
Minchia, mai l'ho preso, non sai. Aspetta, l'ho presa io loro. No, mi ha dato solo l'illusione, perché è un pezzo di merda.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far.
Okay.
Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second.
Come si fa lo spike?
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here.
Cioè, non ho idee, questa è la cosa peggiore. Ci viene in mente di andare solo di vertice. Parla mia, 53 yard sulle mie 4, terzo e 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
Non ho
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw.
L'ho presa. Ah, gioca.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw.
No, intercetto di vabbè, il sesto intercetto. Porco signore, ho dovuto assicutare tutta la partita assicutata.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
La Lega intercetto che mi andò a fare. Non ho parole.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have the
Lions,
lead, obviously,
no,
late in the
più.
game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Io devo tagliare la testa a un boss.
It's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Detroit, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.